Hey everyone, I'm Walker. Welcome back to All About Nails, where we do vegan nail polish brand comparisons and reviews to help you build the best vegan and cruelty-free nail polish collection for you. Today is the second video in my series focusing on a different vegan nail polish brand every month. So the majority of my channel does talk about Zoya polishes just because they are my favorite brand and they have something for everyone. They have a polish in every color. And their formulas are awesome. But I also really like to try out new vegan brands, new companies, especially some of the smaller and more indie companies. I want to support small companies and also support small companies that are making good decisions for the planet and for animals. Last month I highlighted Dimension Nails, and so I'll link that video up above and down below if you want to check that one out. This month I'm really excited to highlight a new brand that just launched in April of 2018, and that is P8NT Polish. And P8NT is based out in California, and they have a pretty small collection right now. They just launched their first collection, like I said, in April. They've been hinting that maybe more colors are coming soon, so I am so excited to stay tuned and see what comes next from them. Their current collection, their spring-summer collection, has these two nudes in it, and then it also has I believe 4 other kind of more pigmented, brighter colors. They have a really beautiful bright blue, a rose color that's this really nice soft pink color. They have a red and a purple. So they have some really beautiful kind of classic shades. I'm really excited to share with you their nudes today. There are 2 of them. This is My Darling, and it's more of a red toned nude. And this one is a little bit of a softer pink, and this one is Yes, It's Fine. And I'm going to show you swatches of these polishes, and then final thoughts will come at the end, so stay tuned for those. The first shade that I have from P8NT Nails is Yes, It's Fine, and this is like a really soft baby pink with a ton of white in it, so it's really soft on the nail. It's not super pigmented. Okay, so we're starting with the first coat of Yes, It's Fine. And this is that really soft baby pink color, and so it is a really light color, but I'm pretty impressed with this formula so far. It's a little bit streaky, but it is, you know, doing some self-leveling, and it's actually covering, I would say, pretty well given how light of a color it is. You can see this first coat definitely has some streaks, so we'll let this dry and definitely need to come back in for a second coat. Okay, so here comes the second coat of Yes, It's Fine, and with the second coat it really is covering up all those streaks. It's self-leveling to become pretty opaque on this second coat. I don't think it's going to need a third coat. I think it's looking pretty good. It is super glossy and really shiny, which is nice, and that color is just such a soft pink. It's really pretty. The second shade that I have from P8NT Polish is My Darling, and this is a really fun neutral color. It is like a mauve, but it has a lot of red and a lot of brown, so it's very red toned. I was surprised how good this looked on my skin. Here's the first coat of My Darling, and you can see already this one is definitely a deeper color, and so it's not as streaky as the first color, Yes, It's Fine. But that's to be expected given how dark this color is. It's actually going on super opaque. Like I might almost even think that this is a 1-coat polish. Yeah, look at that. That's super opaque, so shiny, even just in 1 coat. I am going to come in and touch up the side here a little bit. I think I am going to do a second coat just because it's kind of my typical to do a second coat, and so I am going to come back in and do a second coat just to even out the coverage. I do think you could probably wear this out of the house on 1 coat and it would look great. Okay, so here is that second coat of My Darling, and like I said, this is really just to even it out. You can see that it is a really beautiful and really well pigmented color, super rich, and just like the last color, it's also drying really glossy without any top coat. So that's 2 coat of My Darling. Okay, so here are both the colors up close. You can really see how much pinker Yes, It's Fine is than My Darling. I didn't really have dupes for either of these in my collection. Rue is definitely a bit too mauve, a bit too purple. I thought that maybe Mia has more red in it and it might be a better match for My Darling, but even Mia is still a little bit too pink. It doesn't quite have enough of that brown red undertone. I do really like Mia, but it's definitely a little bit pinker than this one. Zanna similarly has a lot more pink and more purple than brown, and so it's not quite the right comparison. I would say it's possible that there are dupes for these colors out there. They're not, you know, the most unique colors ever, but I personally didn't have dupes in my collection. Cool. Thanks for watching. Here we are, final thoughts. As I mentioned as I was swatching these polishes, I was super impressed by the formula from this company. They are vegan, they're 8 free, and they're cruelty free, but these had such a creamy formula. They were so easy to apply. Yes, it's fine was streaky a little bit on the first coat, but on that second coat, everything evened out. Super level, super gorgeous, and I would always expect to have to do a second coat with a color like this, so not really a negative point there. The color on both of these was stunning. I got compliments from like 6 different people when I wore this one to work, and I only wore it for 2 days, so that's a lot of compliments in 2 days. I don't usually get that many compliments on my nail polish. But I was really impressed with these. You know, I think they're 2 different takes on a more nude or neutral polish, and so, you know, if you're more excited about having one that's a little louder or a little softer, there's one for everybody in their collection. I will say I hope that they come out with a top coat or maybe a base coat or both that works really well with their formula. I don't know if it was just the Zoya base coat that I used, or I've been having some peeling on my nails recently, but I did get a fair amount of chips in both of these on the 3rd day of wear. I will say I didn't reapply my top coat, which I usually do, so it could be like the combination of the Zoya top coat and these polishes, but that just means I hope that they come out with a top coat specially formulated for their polishes so that I can buy it and use it with these. I don't usually wear polish for 3 days in a row. Honestly, I change it more frequently than that. I just happened to wear these during an incredibly busy week at work, and so it had to stay on for a 3rd day, and I did see some pretty large chips, but like I said, not going to attribute that to the formula of these polishes. I'm going to attribute that to a little bit of peeling on my nails and to the combination of the Zoya top coat. So I will try these with another top coat, and maybe if their next collection includes a top coat, I will definitely grab that. So to wrap up, I thought these polishes were a really great formula, really gorgeous colors, very pigmented, and they have several colors in their collection that are really solid cream polishes. So definitely, you know, keep your eye on them. They've had a couple promotions recently where you could get them for discounted. See if there's something that interests you. I would definitely recommend adding some polishes from this brand to your collection. And they have a really small collection right now, so it's easy to own everything that they have. Great, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, as always, give it a thumbs up and then hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Follow me on Instagram at allaboutnails to see swatches of these polishes and the rest of my collection as I wear them.